How many of you guys are small business owners and also work another full-time job? Sometimes we are so exhausted from working our full-time jobs that when we have to spend time on our small business, it feels a little exhausting, overwhelming, and we get overstimulated. And then on top of that, when we have a vendor show that is a total flop, we feel like a failure and think to ourselves, why are we even doing this? Well, that was me over the weekend, and I wanted to make a video about it because I think that there's a lot of other people out there who are going through the same thing. We work these full-time jobs, we start the small business because our end game is to be able to quit the full-time job and focus on the small business, but our lives tend to get in the way. I am in my mid-40s, I have 2 teenagers, and I'm a full-time mortgage loan officer. I'm also the owner of M Black Cat, where I make cute stationery and happy giftable merch. Sometimes with all of that combined, I get overstimulated and I just sit down and watch other YouTube videos about small business owners. The problem with that is in my mind, when I watch these small business owners, I watch them go to vendor markets and they make like $2,500 to $5,000 in a weekend. And I'm like, I should totally be doing that. Why am I not making that much money in the weekend? And then I remember that this is not my full-time job. And I have kids and a husband and a house and a dog and a life outside of my small business and full-time job. So this morning I woke up and I was actually down the dumps. I had to drive my son to school because he tore his PCL and cannot drive himself right now, which secretly I love because he's a 16-year-old boy and I actually get to get stuck in a car with him for about 15 minutes and he's forced to talk to his mom. And if you have 16-year-olds, you realize that that time is precious because they pretty much hide in their room all of the other time. Here's the reality of life. I am watching these young YouTubers and they're all newly married or single. None of them have children and this is their full-time job. So I watch them with their beautiful backgrounds, their wonderful products, their creative social media, and I think to myself, I can't do this. I can't do this. And I get really frustrated. If this is happening to you, it is completely normal. What we have to remember is that we are real people and we are here to be real and focus on what we love doing, which is our small business. So this morning, after dropping my son off at school, I came home in my hoodie, no makeup. I don't even know that I've brushed my hair yet today, to be honest. And I thought to myself, I am making a YouTube video. At the beginning of 2025, my goal was to create a YouTube video every single week, and I did it for about 3 to 4 weeks. Then I had a medical scare and I stopped. And now I use every excuse in the book to stop doing it. And I've decided that today is the day that I am no longer giving up. I am moving forward. I am starting to create consistency and I am going to make this small business happen. It is going to be a successful dream of mine, whether I have to switch things around and navigate through different circumstances. I am no longer letting the excuses take over and stop me from doing something that I enjoy doing. I do have to go to work with my full-time job, so I'm going to have to get dressed and go do that. And then when I come back, my goal tonight is to tackle my office. You have to understand that after the last craft show, I came home and basically dumped everything into this room. So tonight I need to rearrange furniture. I need to actually unpack everything and reorganize it for our next craft show because the next 2 markets that we have are holiday markets. So we are going to pre-package some of the items that we have and display them a little bit differently. So wish me luck. All right, we are here after work. I've been at work all day and I just came home and you're probably like, why are you in a tank top? Because here's the other thing. When you're in your mid-40s, you're hot all the time. But I am going to start working on this room. I only have a little bit of battery left in my camera. So I'm gonna take a little before video and then I'll probably do an after video because I don't think the camera is going to last long enough for me to actually film me cleaning the room. But this is where I'm at. I am gonna get started tonight and I'll show you some pictures when I'm finished. Okay, so it probably doesn't look like I did very much, but I've been working for about an hour and a half, and to be honest, I'm just kind of exhausted. I got everything, there was a desk there. I got everything off the desk unpacked, and I actually moved the desk over to this side of the room here. So I'm gonna end up putting my cellophane bags in these drawers here, and that's where I'll store them. Currently they're stored in this. I got the two sides of this emptied out, and my plan is to just get rid of that piece, but it is way, way, way too heavy for me to move by myself. So I'm going to see if I can get that moved tomorrow, and then the tall table that is there will go in front of the window once this is out of the way. But like I said, this is way too heavy, so I'm gonna need to get my husband to help me move it tomorrow. Tomorrow's goal will be to get this out of the room, get all the cellophane into the desk, get this put over there, and the rest of everything organized. And then on Thursday, I'm going to start actually packing up all of the sets for the holiday market and figuring out what I need price tags for. So even though it doesn't look like I did very much, I did accomplish a lot tonight, and I am proud of myself for at least getting it done. But now I'm going to go chill on the couch with my pupperoos. So I'll see you tomorrow. Chewies. This is my puppy's Chewies. Chewy, Chewbert, Chewies. Isn't he so cute? Hey friends, tonight is night 2. I've actually already done a whole bunch in the room tonight because I finished working a little bit early, and I went ahead and got started. I don't have everything in like in the best order, but I definitely got things moved around enough to where I can start packaging up for our holiday market, which is what I'll do tomorrow. But I wanted to show you the progress that I've made. Basically, this is the door. So the window used to have this in front of it, and I know I said last night that I was gonna get rid of it, but I actually kind of like the way that it's set up. Let me see if I can flip this around. Hold on. Yeah, so this is the door. So you come in the door, and I actually put this here. And the reason that I did this is because I do have this extra storage in here, and I feel like when it's on this side of the room, it gives me enough space that I can walk around it. And then the vents down there, so I don't want to cover that up. And it's a nice big flat surface, so it gives me a packing station and a little bit more storage. So I don't know. Tell me what you think. Do you think I should keep it, get rid of it? And I put the standing desk in front of the window, which I think opens up the room a whole bunch. And it gives me more storage and places to pack. And then over here, I redid my spooky wall a little bit. I actually flip-flopped some things and moved some things around. And I wanted to show you my new Wednesday doll that I got at the vendor show this weekend. I absolutely love her. She's a Mary doll. So this lady, she makes the Mary dolls, and I've seen her around a couple of places, and I just love her. And then behind me here, I put my sign up at the top, and I really haven't done anything on these shelves because I am going to take all of the product that you see on here, and this is what I'm going to be packaging up. So instead of organizing it on here, the goal is to have everything packaged and priced and ready to go for the holiday market. So that's what I'll be working on. But I do feel like this room is in way, 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 way better shape. I can walk through it. I feel good about it. And I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, I want to show you one more thing. Because I love spooky stuff. So we went to Salem. Hold on, let me put this up here. Sorry, it's all over the place. Oops. Maybe. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. We went to Salem for our spooky trip this year, and I already showed you the doll I got. That was from the vendor show. That was not from our spooky trip, but this is from our spooky trip. It's too cute not to buy. It is a haunted doll sticker book. So you open it up and it talks about the book, and it's got Puffy doll stickers in it first. Remember when you were a kid and you'd like just wanted those Puffy stickers so bad? Okay, so it's got Puffy doll stickers, and then back here, these are just the regular stickers. But it's a whole book full, and it says things like, I can see your future, but yours seems, or I can see the future, but yours seems to be missing. And then it's got a hand and it says, here's my digits. I know this is totally weird, but I just think it's so silly and funny. My grandma that used to live in this house used to collect dolls. I don't think they were haunted dolls, but this kind of reminded me of her. Anyway, so like I said, I made a lot of progress in the room tonight, and tomorrow night we will be starting to package things up. So I'll actually try to take you guys along with me while I'm doing that so you can see what I'm doing. Also, I got a new box today that has all the pieces for my earrings in it. So on my next video, I am going camping, and we're doing a creepy camp out for Halloween, and I'm going to be taking all my earrings with me. So I'll bring you along to make earrings, but that'll probably be for the next video. This one, we're just going to stick with the room, which we're about done. So have a great night. All right, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and actually end the video here. If you've stuck with me this far, I really appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing so you can follow me on my small business journey. Hopefully I can support you on yours as well. And here's some before and after pictures of the room that I worked on. And in the next video, we will work on getting all of the products packaged for the holiday market. I'll see you later. Thanks.